Thanksgiving. So today I'm going to hit up my final stores for my Thanksgiving cooking. I think we're going to go to Costco, then the local market, and then I'm going to get ready. I'm going to start brining my turkey. I'm taking you along on the journey. Take notes, because it's going to be delicious, and you need to write this down. See you soon. All right, so we're at Costco, and we had to, my family's in the back fighting. I'm filming! All right, so we're at Costco, and
move forward and record.
Excuse me. No, I'm not doing this again. My subscribers are going to see how y'all treat me. Anyway, we're at Costco, and we had to park a mile away from the damn Costco because it's crowded. See, this is what happens when you wait too long. But listen, guys, books are busy. I didn't have time. But I'm here now. I'm going to get my turkey, get my chickens to roast. I'm getting my yams for my sweet potato pies. And then, what's next? I'm just getting potatoes, garlic. I need garlic, and I need my peppercorns for my brining. Jesus, mother. You know what? Ghetto. Nobody cares that I'm recording. Nobody. Got our meats, and now it's time for me to get my cheese. Mom! I'm filming this for my subscribers. Go away. Anyway, now we're trying to...
variety sheets for you making cheese?
I hate this family.
Weird. No, not you.
Why do you wait for me to start filming and start talking? Lauren, shut the hell up. Lauren. Okay, so we got our food, and now we are checking out. And then after that, I'm gonna go home and start prepping. I just gotta get my cooler for my turkeys. Got my chickens. And then I gotta get, I have one cooler for my turkeys. I need to get a cooler for my chickens. And then we're done. You ready, Mama? Mom. Okay. So I am done. Mom, you said you didn't want to be in it. Now look at you cheesing. Okay, so I'm done with my Thanksgiving shopping. I just have to hit up one more place and we're good. I think we got the majority of stuff that we needed from Costco. And now we're going to hit up Ralph's.
And I need a drink.
Okay. So we made it out of Costco alive, and now my family's hungry, so they're getting pizza and smoothies. I'm sitting here waiting because I don't want to mess up my appetite. I don't know what it is, but like when I'm making Thanksgiving, I can't like eat. So I'm probably not going to eat anything till Thursday, which is not good. I'm going to try to force myself to eat something tonight. But like when I'm cooking, I don't eat. So they're stopping to get pizza. I'm waiting to get to the next market, and then we're down to Brining. Oh Lord, the sun is setting. All right, so I am at market number 2. This is the local market. I live in like an Armenian area, and we normally come to the place where they shop because they have the best seasonings. You know, I live in an Armenian area, but I live in like a gentrified neighborhood, so they don't normally have like all the, you know, the good stuff. So I got to come to like the local Armenian market. So I'm here now. I'm going to get like my seasonings and, you know, my little flavorful stuff to get the essence to the meats. And then I got to hit up my final market, which is in like my gentrified neighborhood. So I'm already exhausted, guys. And I got one more market to go. And then we brine. Look at my rosemary, 69 cents for all of this. Like one little batch, you know what I mean? This is like $2 to $3 at the market, especially during this time. And then, excuse me, my ponytail, yes. Then I'm over here and I'm getting my sage for 89 cents. I'm gonna roast that, guys. And then I'm gonna get my mint. I normally make my mint tea with like fresh mint from this place. I love it. Go where the culture is. Go where the culture is. So another reason why I really like this market is that a lot of the people in my neighborhood who are like immigrants, they shop here, and a lot of like people who come from different countries that are not America don't have like a lot of preservatives and stuff in their food. So a lot of this stuff is like fresh and organic, and I'm always trying out like different like fruits and vegetables from like all over. It's a really, really cool place, and I really like to shop here because sad to say, but as an American, sometimes tasting things from here, I realize how they're supposed to taste and not like how we make them taste in America, because the FDA allows a lot of garbage in our food. So yeah, we're getting a few of our things here, almost done, and then we're going to hit the gentrified market. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're at this seasoning jackpot. Now this is where I get like all my good seasonings. Like, look at all this. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait Some stuff I want to try out. I'm not going to tell my family because they don't like me trying new things, but this is ridiculous. Look at that. Oh, my meat's gonna be good. Nice and savory. What is this? Dill weed. Oh, you know what? I'm making salmon. So yeah, I'm gonna get some dill weed from here. All right, so now it's time to brine the turkey. I have all my seasonings ready because not only am I doing the turkey, I'm also making the macaroni and cheese and the garlic mashed potatoes. And the sweet potato pies. So I'm getting all of that stuff together tonight because in the morning, I'm going to roast the turkey. So tonight, I'm going to brine it for up to about 12 to 13 hours. And then I'm going to roast it for about 1 or 2 hours, depending on how big the turkey is. So you really have to roast it by the size and the weight. So that's what I'll do. But tonight is prep and to cook the rest of the sides so that tomorrow is all about the bird. So quick tip that I wanted to let you guys know. A lot of times on the turkey, they have directions on how long or what you should cook it to, and then on the side right here we have these little tips like the weight and how much the appropriate roasting time. So that is a little quick tip I want to let you guys know. So don't throw this away. Don't throw the packaging away if you've never done this before, because this is something that you need to know, or even if you have done it, this is good information to have. And this right here, I'm about to roast my garlic in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes because that roasted garlic is going to go into a butter sauce that I'm going to make, and I'm going to put it in under the skin of my turkey. So that's going to be good. I can't wait. And here's my cheddar, my sharp cheddar, my Colby Jack. I gotta find my mozzarella. It should be here somewhere. But this is what I'm going to use to make my macaroni and cheese. So I normally put my macaroni, I normally put my cheese for my macaroni and cheese in the freezer because I grate it, and it's a lot easier to grate your cheese when the cheese is firm. So that's a little tip that, I want to give out to you guys. If you are making macaroni and cheese, just put it in the freezer for like 15 or 20 minutes so it can be rock hard when you grate it, because it's a lot easier to grate when it is firm. All right, let's move on to my herbs. This is the, remember that market that I told you about earlier? The local organic Armenian market? This is where I get a lot of my herbs from. Let me tell you something. Like this much of time at the market was like $3. This big bundle, 69 cents, work. I got that. I got my scallions right here. I don't know what I'm gonna use that with yet, but I got some basil, also known as basil. Oh, that smells so good. So good. I might throw this in with my garlic. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, we'll have an Italian Thanksgiving. How about that? And then my rosemary, guys. My rosemary. I wish you could smell it. It smells so divine in here. This is going to be really good. Ah, I can't wait. And then my limes. I want to throw my limes and some lemons into the brine. I don't know how this got in here. The ghetto. Yeah, I'm going to throw that into my brine. So let me get started on that, and I'll take you through that process. And over here are my chickens. We're going to have roast chickens as well, just because our guest list is growing. So yeah, we just got some extra chickens just to have that on hand along with the turkey. And here are my sweet potatoes that I'm going to peel and prepare and put them into my sweet potato pie. Here is, I wish the lighting was better than here, guys. I'm so sorry. Here is the noodles for my macaroni and cheese. Here is my cane sugar that I'm going to be using for the sweet potato pie. Where's my brown sugar? Yeah, here's the brown sugar. I'm going to be using a bit of that. The lemons are for brining and roasting. My adobo, not adobo. Oh, she got adobo. Damn it. My polo, compollo. You know what I mean? The chicken bouillon. And then I got my onions, my potatoes for my garlic mash. I normally make wasabi garlic mashed potatoes, but we're having extra guests. So, you know, a lot of people aren't used to my cooking, so I don't want to do anything too fancy for the newcomers. Yeah. Oh, and this, guys, look, I just made this today. It's chili, peppers, and olive oil with crushed garlic. And this garlic has been freeze dried. Do not use fresh garlic when you are making something like this, because the garlic only lasts about 3 days, and after that, it will start to mold, and you will probably die. And here was my and here's my Sauvignon Blanc. I use. Am I saying it? You know, I felt like I wasn't saying that right. Who cares? I use this for my sauce for all of my poultry and fish, but we're just having poultry this Thanksgiving. And here's my duck fat, guys. I'm going to put this on my turkey when it's roasted for about an hour or so. And this right here, whew, it's gonna change the game. And here is one of my coolers. This is gonna be for the turkey. I'm gonna put the turkey in here and put it out on the balcony for when I brine it. And then I have another cooler that I'm gonna use to brine the chickens and put that out on the balcony. Thank God it's finally gotten cold in LA, so I can do that. But I'm gonna leave those outside on the balcony for, like I said, about 13 or so hours. And then they'll be ready, fully brined and ready to go into the oven. They're going to be delicious and juicy, and I cannot wait. If you live in a cool environment, brining your turkey or any kind of poultry is great for you because you don't have to put it in your fridge. You can use the balcony or the outdoor space as a way to save space in your fridge. So I'm so thankful for that, because if not, I don't know where that turkey or those chickens were going to go. If you don't live in a cooler environment, I advise for you to get bags of ice, like 2 bags of ice, and just, you know, put it over the turkey or the poultry after you have filled it up. Like, fill it up halfway, because then you have to put the turkey in and then see where the water is. Make sure it's not too high, because you also have to cover it. Cover it with some ice. When you wake up in the morning, take some more ice and cover it, because you just want to keep the temperature of the turkey chill. You don't want to freeze it again. You just want to keep it chill so that it doesn't spoil. So those are my tips. What are yours? Let's talk about it in the comment section. Okay, so here is the turkey right before I put in the water. I'm going to put the water in when it's actually on the balcony, because it'll just be too heavy to carry. But I just wanted to let you guys know what I put in here. I put 2 lemons. I squeezed them over the turkey, and I sliced them up, quartered them. I put 3 lemons in here. Not 3 lemons, 3 onions, sliced them up. I put about 1/2 cup of bay leaves, 1/2 cup of thyme, if you can see that right there. 1/2 cup of, what was that other one? Thyme, rosemary. It's all around here, and I put some in the cavity with the lemons and the onions. 1 cup of peppercorns, 1 cup of kosher salt, and then 1/2 cup of pink Himalayan sea salt. And then I'm going to add in the water on the balcony. You can do this recipe for 1 turkey, 1 medium-sized turkey, or 3 small roast chickens. 3 small chickens to roast. Forgive me, guys, it's late. But yeah, this is my process. Oh, also, quick tip. I always place the turkey breast side down, or breast towards the bottom, laying flat on the bottom of the cooler, because that's the part of the turkey that we're going to eat. That's the meat that we're going to eat. And I want that to get like the most flavor, the most brine. Not too concerned about the back, because we don't eat that. I already spatchcock the turkey. And so like the turkey neck and all that, I'm going to save for soups. So the rest of that is not even going to be devoured. We're just going to devour like the front part of the turkey and the legs. So I always lay it flat, breast side down when I'm brining, just so all of that meat can get all of the flavors from the brine. Okay, so turkey is done. It's on the balcony. I'm taking a break because I took a lot out of me. After that, I'm going to do the chicken. I have 3 roast chickens that I'm going to do the same process for. And then I'm going to finish my macaroni and cheese. I'm going to show you guys that process. And then I'll show you how I make my garlic mashed potatoes. And then I'll show you how I make my sweet potato pies. Oh, one quick tip about brining the turkey. an ingredient that I left out was I used 1.5 cups of white wine. You could use white wine or champagne. They'll both give off the same flavor. But that wine flavor is going to be infused, wine or champagne flavor is going to be infused within the meat. And let me tell you something, guys. It's going to be delicious. Just you wait. My roasted garlic is done. I put this in the oven with some, like a teaspoon, half a teaspoon of truffle oil, a 1/2 cup of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of canola oil, and what else did I put in there? And some basil and some pepper. That's it. I didn't add salt to it because I'm going to add some of the roasted garlic to my butter sauce. I'm going to make a garlic herb butter sauce, and I'm going to place it within the flesh of the turkey to just give it another, you know, level of flavor. It's going to be so good. And then I'm going to get on my macaroni and cheese. Oh, you know, I have to get on this now because my my noodles are beyond al dente, girl. All right, let's get started on our mac and cheese. Let's butter the pan. All right, now we're going to pour the macaroni. Pour the mac and cheese into the buttered pan. Woo-hoo, hoo, hoo, hoo. Now I just added my roux and I'm mixing that in. My roux is just flour, mozzarella, sharp cheddar cheese, salt and pepper, onion powder. What else do I have in here? Cream cheese, 2 bay leaves, and some of the roasted garlic. Yeah, that's it. And then after I mix this all up, I'm going to add my cheese. Okay, so now I'm preparing my sauce for my garlic mashed potatoes. Just going to blend. I'm going to saute this for like 1 more minute or so, and then I'm going to blend it up, and then I'm going to add it into my boiled potatoes, mash them up, and then set them aside. All right, so here is the 3 chickens that I'm going to roast tomorrow. I did the same exact recipe that I did for the turkey. I just omitted 1 onion because I felt like I had enough. So the other one I had 3 onions, and this one I just have 2. But yeah, and just 1 lemon this time because I just the chickens are a bit small, so I didn't feel like I needed as much. But yeah, now I'm going to add some water to it. I added a 1/2 cup of white wine, and then I'm going to add some water to just enough to maybe about right here to just cover the chickens, and then put it outside on the balcony, and it'll be ready tomorrow afternoon. And then I'll throw it in the oven, and they will be delicious. So I mixed in a bunch of cheese, like 4 different cheeses. There's pepper jack in here, there's mozzarella, sharp cheddar, and Colby jack. And then I top it with sharp cheddar, and then I put it in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour. This is a picture or video? Oh, it's a video. Can you do a this kitchen is a mess. Can you do a Snapchat of me? Now I'm going to put the macaroni and cheese in the oven, covered for about, if I cook it for an hour, about 45 minutes, but however long you decide to cook it, make sure 15 minutes before you take off the aluminum foil so that you can get a nice little cheddary crust on your macaroni and cheese. And pro tip, when you put the foil on, it will stick to the top layer of your macaroni and cheese. So make sure you make like a little bubble up top so that it doesn't stick. Because I don't know if you can see it, but the aluminum foil is on, but it's not all the way on. It's like a little lifted right here and a little lifted at the top in the middle because I don't want it to stick. So yeah, I think I might leave the little pan in for about 40 minutes, take off the top at about 30. I don't know, we'll see. But the big pan, I think I'm gonna leave it in there for an hour. Now my potatoes are done, and now it is time to start making my garlic mash. This is gonna be good. I don't know if this is gonna make it to tomorrow because I am hungry right now. All Sorry about my exhaust, guys. As soon as the steam dies down on the potatoes, you'll be able to hear me a bit more clearly. But I just wanted to give you a little pro tip. When you make your garlic mash, make sure you leave about a little bit, I don't know if you can see it, about a little bit of, hold on. I'm about to burn myself. Make sure, there it is. See it? I don't know if you guys can see it. But I left about, yeah, there it is. I left about a half cup of the water from the potatoes because you want to leave that in to give your potatoes a little creaminess. I'm going to add milk, but you always want to have like that starchy water from the potatoes. I do the same thing with my pasta. People say throw out the pasta water. I was like, never. You know how delicious and succulent your pasta will be if you just leave a little bit of water in there and use it when you mix it up with a nice little sauce. Delicious. Leave that pasta water in. So I just added in a half tablespoon of pink Himalayan sea salt, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, half tablespoon of pepper because we like our stuff spicy. And what else did I add in here? Oh, a cup of milk, a cup of whole milk. And now I'm going to add in my roasted garlic sauce that you guys saw me mix up in a cast iron skillet. That's all you need. This, I don't know what the measurement on this is. Eyeball it. We mash. Ugh. Yeah. 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 Look at that. About a half cup of cream cheese, Philadelphia cream cheese, because that's the only kind we use in here. And then I added another, like a half a stick of butter, because I like it to be really, really creamy, and it just wasn't creamy enough for me. But that's all I needed. Oh, and I usually add Parmesan, shaved, fresh shaved Parmigiano Reggiano. But I forgot it. Listen, booked and busy. But this is still very delicious. The flavor, guys, it is there. Yes, that's what we want. Wait, look at that. Come on. And now we're done. I still have some left over, so I think I might, get into that if I have time. But I think, I'm so tired. I think I'm just gonna do my sweet potato pies and go to bed. Probably won't have an appetite until tomorrow. Wish me luck. All right, beloveds, we are back to the cast iron skillet. This time I am making, I don't know what to call it, but I'm going to turn it into like a butter. What I'm going to do is after I have sauteed this for about maybe a minute or so, I turned the heat off. I'm just going to let the garlic and onions and peppers and rosemary and thyme and basil simmer in this cast iron skillet for about a minute or so. And then I'm just going to let it cool off. And once it cools off, I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag, lay it down flat, and then put it in the freezer. So by the morning, I'll have a solid form of this, and I'm going to slice it and then place it under the skin of the turkey and the chicken. Whoo, guys, this right here, this is the showstopper. First pan, oh, don't even look at this. I just spilled all of my freaking bouillon. Girl, pray for me. First pan of macaroni and cheese is out, and it's like, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like bubbling and popping. Oh, so delicious. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you guys how cheesy this is. I don't care if I destroyed it. I got a big pan that I'll present tomorrow, so hold on one second. First of all, can you hear like the crispiness? Oh, it's that cheese crust. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, guys. Oh, yes. I'm gonna tear this up. Here's my herb butter sauce that I'm going to put in the Ziploc bag and lay it flat and then slice it and place it underneath the skin of the poultry. So I'm about to do that right now. Here's the herb butter sauce. I got as much of the air on as I could. Now I'm just gonna lay it flat, and in the morning it should be ready. In the morning or like, couple hours. Another thing that I like to do is I like to place it on top of the grills right here in the top shelf of my freezer, because then what it does is it makes like these little bar sticks. So when I flip it over in the morning, it'll be like the shape and the size of this, so I can just, you know, break them off and put them under the skin of the poultry. Sorry if I'm rambling or if I'm repeating stuff. It's 4 a.m. guys. Pray for me. I still gotta make my pies. Ugh. Vegans, look away. So this is the turkey neck right here, and this is the chicken, the necks of the 3 chickens. What I do with this is I have it right now in some white vinegar and pink Himalayan sea salt. I do about a cup of white vinegar and a half a cup of pink Himalayan sea salt. I leave this in the solution for about, you know, 15 to 20 minutes. Take it out, rinse it off, and I put it in the Ziploc bag. And then I use this as the stock, or like the base of the stock for my soups, or maybe if I'm making collard greens or string beans, this is what I use for my base. This household, we use all parts of the bird. We not throwing nothing away. You hear me? So I have...
Mom, stop. She's doing a video. But she can't see her or hear her when she's dancing.
Okay, so now I have prepared my pie crust. I'm going to make 2 pies. I buttered the pie dish, and then I placed my pie crust on here, and then I buttered it on the top. And then I'm going to place some black beans in aluminum foil, and I'm going to put it in the oven for about 15 minutes or 425 degrees. Almost forgot. And actually, I'm going to use parchment instead of aluminum foil. But before I put my pie crust in the oven, I always put some egg wash on the crust. And then I have a crust protector. I'm that girl that I put on the pie so that it doesn't brown, that the pie crust doesn't brown before the filling is ready. Alrighty, this is, it's actually been 15 hours because I had a mishap. Mom, stop hating and destroying me. So this is the next day. It actually stayed in for about this is the next day. I actually left it in for about 15 to 16 hours because there was some mishap with the macaroni and cheese. We will talk about that later. But now I'm about to take them out, rinse them off, and then I'm going to put them on my baking pan and put them in the oven for about 2 hours. This is the chickens. The turkey is right here. I'm going to put that in for 3.5 hours. So the chickens are ready for the oven. I spatchcocked them and I placed them on some rosemary, thyme, and sage. I put in some fingerling potatoes and some carrots. I used my own little personal seasoning on them, and then I'm going to roast them for about an hour, 45 minutes, so depending on the doneness. You have to have a meat thermometer when you do this because, you know, you're cooking for a lot of people. You want to be safe. So this is my own personal chicken. I like my chicken to be a bit juicy. My family likes it to be cooked a little bit longer. So I'm going to make it on a cast iron skillet, saute it for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then put it in the oven for about 45 minutes. And this is what I use. I use some chicken bouillon, some cayenne pepper, Italian seasoning, garlic, a little bit of ginger, and some dry sage. The base for my turkey, you don't have to season it because the seasoning and the drippings from the turkey is going to season all of this, so this will be fine. This is just some small petite fingerling multicolored potatoes, I think that's what it's called. I just picked up a bag from Trader Joe's and thought it would be cute. So here we are. This is my sauce that I was telling you about, the herb butter sauce, and see how it's already spaced out for me. So all I do is just rip it off and put this under the skin of the turkey. This is my roast chicken. I'm going to simmer it for a bit more, and then I'm going to finish it off in the oven. Looking good.
Cranberry sauce.
Some people like it out the can, some people make it. And you should make it from scratch. But we don't break it. Don't break the can.
Y'all bougie, y'all.
We normally make it, we eat.
And here is my roast chicken that I make for myself. I told you I wanted to, you know, do some special seasonings and cook this a bit differently. And my family was like, no, we're not doing nothing different, so make that one for yourself. So I did. However, However, when I went to take it out of the skillet, the wings were missing. These fools done talked about how they didn't want to eat my special chicken, make that for myself separately. I do that and they devour it. So I wasn't even going to do this video right now because I'm filming something else, but I was like, let me get video of this before it's gone. And here's my sweet potato pie. I made two, but you know, the other one was devoured and my crust broke around a little bit because I used too much butter in the on the sides of the pie crust. Should not have used that much butter, but you know, lessons learned. And speaking about lessons, guys, we gotta talk about my macaroni and cheese. So this is what's left of the second batch of macaroni and cheese that I made because the first batch was a nightmare. This is the next day, so it's a bit like cold or whatever. I'm gonna heat it up and show you what it's supposed to look like when it's all chewy, gooey, and when it's all like gooey and delicious. This was a hit. This was a hit. This is a huge pan, and this is all that was left. It's browning a bit here because I took the aluminum foil off about 15 minutes before it was done and let the cheese brown up, but it burnt on the sides right here. But it didn't burn inside, and this is not burnt. This is pepper. I put pepper on the top of my macaroni and cheese instead of breadcrumbs because that's very new to me. A lot of people do that though, but not over here. But yeah.
At Costco, waiting for my family to finish eating their pizza.
We gotta get hood food from Costco.